Dolphins franchise. I want to say this is week 4. Yep, week 4 against the Browns. Still trying to get Adam Thielen's more involved in my offense. I mean, I don't know. I mean, realistically, when I traded for him, it was to alleviate cap, get a player that was on a longer-term deal, and that I could offload. But I don't want to just offload him just because I can't get him the ball.
Between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
But we'll see. We'll also see how my defense does against the Browns. It should be right there.
Mayfield throwing quickly out.
There we go. And then I still have Crocker. I have Crocker on backup, which is what I wanted. Because last year and then even in the playoffs, Howard was getting burned. Usually off of double moves, but he was getting burned nonetheless by OBJ. I think they still have Landry. I think.
And before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses are living off of yards after the catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Okay.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey man, watch the boot, watch the boot. 53's the mic, 53, check 53. Come to our world. We want it. Hey, echo. Check. 53's mic.
I'm just trying different routes, trying to see if I can get Thielen. Okay.
Weaver. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Guess I'll just get Gesicki the ball then.
Inside the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Come on.
On 1st and 10.
Slant.
This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
54.
Looking to throw. Weaver. Open man, it's Preston Williams.
Is that
And they'll get him down
Vernon?
after a pickup of 8. Second
Yeah,
and 2.
Vernon's a superstar.
Got
Okay.
the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in
Not
a
really
row,
what I
and
was
now a pickup of 8.
expecting there. I didn't expect him to be a superstar.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson.
There we
And
go.
he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The numbers a week ago for Henderson.
Flip
13
that.
carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big
Okay, I need to rotate.
Maybe leading the league.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nope.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when
Preston Williams is getting gassed.
you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance.
Seriously?
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Weaver. James has
First
got
down.
it.
Thank you.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I still have Blades, Hall, Thielen. Yep. I don't like them running it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Touchdown?
Give him 3 on the gain there.
Seriously?
2nd and goal.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Yay! Takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Easy day.
Darrell Henderson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time, a 9-play drive, and it was all polished off by Darrell Henderson's touchdown run. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Hopefully, at some point in the upcoming offseason, they'll let me start looking at fifth-year options. And I'll probably, like, once I can show what I like to do with fifth-year options, whether a player has value or use or not, I'll probably stop this series. That's really the last thing. Last thing I need to show that I want to show. Here we go.
Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level, and when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Pulled in at the 24.
Oh, dang it.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be
there we go.
23 yards, the final tally.
350, plant. Cheetah. Heavy on the edges, Let's go.
I mean, if they don't ever pick up, if they're not going to pick up Gesicki.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Come on.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Let's go.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Because they're not covering him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Weaver.
Yeah, and you can try to bait me to make that throw all day, but I mean, I can low point that ball to Gesicki and he'll still make that catch. Like, that's not, you're not stopping me by running cover 2.
Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Weaver. This is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
53, Mike Alpha. Let's go, D, let's go. Let's get there.
2nd and 1. That is caught by Williams.
There we go.
For a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns
interesting.
Early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off.
There we go.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And
why are we playing that far off?
The 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 11.
Pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Cut.
Throwing on 1st down.
Seriously?
Weaver. And he's got his big
At least
tight end
try to make it hard. Aww,
Gesicki. Across midfield and inside the 45.
Hopefully it's just cramps.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Operating from the gun. Weaver.
He's already at 100 yards.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 18
high ankle swing. Okay, that's fine.
Miami 1st. 2 minutes to play 1st half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Oh, Shank.
It's nice to have that big, reliable target you
Wow.
can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. The 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on extra pressure on yourself.
Son of a
and maybe you have
buster.
to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Mayfield to throw it. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mayfield now. And the pressure gets to him again.
Or another one. There we go.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's only had a couple of carries. I mean, when you've got a horse like this, 2nd quarter, got to start to ride that horse a little more, don't you?
You can't just neglect him. He's got to touch it. And off.
Nowhere to
I needed you to throw that there, bud.
In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
And that's their 1st sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield.
He had 6 sacks?
They are really working in sync right now.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
There we go.
A pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
This stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And they'll get this well past
We're in the timeout there. Because I wouldn't have. Would have taken me a ridiculous.
As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Here I come. Check 99. Check 99.
Off the play fake. Weaver flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line.
There we go.
Before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. What a first half this has been offensively.
Oh, crap. That's not what I wanted.
What do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So, 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. Fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
I wanted to do something else, but that didn't work.
But it winds up incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second.
Thank you for putting pressure on me. There we go.
Preston Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend.
Oh, this is gonna be wide. We're doing
late half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. Deshaun Watson.
All right, folks.
That's right. Trey Quinn is over there.
Matchup.
I thought they were going to show player stats. I just want to see who is... Nope. Receiving. Gibson, Grant. That's about it. Gesicki was a pretty big part of that. Okay. I mean, at the end of the day, I need to get my receivers more involved. Particularly Adam Thielen, but if I can't get Thielen the ball, is what it is. I'll rotate him around and go from there.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
On 1st and 10, Weaver. That one caught by Gibson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield.
I wonder if their linebackers can't actually cover.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
This is okay.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Whoever that strong safety is didn't move.
A big play there.
Or free strong safety.
In this game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
That dude didn't move at all. And just made that play happen.
Touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, other teams just go, okay, These are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have
There we
on
go.
their sleeve. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Single. I got a single on the slot. Single.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
I was peddling that L2. Because I didn't have user control, so I'm Baker, throws it, and I take over. And that's a pedal. So I'm pedaling it right there to get him to look back at the ball. God, that was underthrown so bad. And honestly, even if Xavier Howard does make that play, I think Jones does. I think at the very least it gets tipped.
Like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
51's Mike. Mike's 51.
On 1st down, Weaver. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Darrell Henderson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I'm supposed to be getting Blades touchdowns for
Extra point
O'Roy.
good by Prater. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's
I'm sorry, what?
10. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 60 yards.
Jesus
And at
Christ.
this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Everyone's got 4 down.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again.
Give me that.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Get wide. No.
Off play action. Weaver. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Gibson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 12
God,
yards there.
he's 150 yards.
Have a 1st down. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Henderson now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
He's got a 1st down past the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Let's go. Let's do this.
There we go. I thought I was going to get outside and be able to accelerate, but
big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy
rotate.
for this crew.
I'm assuming, yep, you're going to get a little tired, put blades in, boom, boom. Ooh.
Throwing on first down. Weaver.
There we go. I don't know who. It's Fleming, Quentin Fleming.
Inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I don't know, but whoever my right tackle is, he
14-yard pickup.
definitely came in clutch.
First and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
Ooh. Personal foul.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field get confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yard.
I almost hit the wrong button.
End zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Richie James, his second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Prater for the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
No, it's just Sherman. Just Sherman's in the zone.
This one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku.
It's a drag.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Mayfield.
Don't get wrecked.
Side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That's okay for looking at my phone.
Hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah,
whatever.
we
That's
heard
not.
coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Ready, go. Here we go. He's coming. Double up. Double up.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there.
Oh well, I mean he didn't get tackled. He didn't get tackled for a loss. That's really.
Said earlier, this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold.
I can put 500 up. That would be.
And kept the pressure off of their own offense.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
We go. 60 yards. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 51's Mike. Mike's 51.
On
Yeah,
first
so they're
and
gonna
10.
pay attention to him. Okay.
Escape, and he goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch the pass. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Second and long. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 30.
200 yards.
23 yards the pickup there. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line.
Roll just a little bit. Go to Grant. That's a low
Right
one.
here, complete. And
That was pretty short.
down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Okay. So I can
When you
still
have
use
someone
Henderson.
throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
You don't have to tuck your head in and take go back to
catch?
at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it,
Oh, crap.
It'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown
Yeah,
that.
I was
no doubt about it. And his
Yep,
coaching staff
spamming
will
that
be
button.
emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
Give me that
This
shit.
pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Whoa.
Picked off by Gary and
You
Conley.
like that?
They have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Freaking kiss my butt.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Weaver nowhere to escape,
Really?
and he goes down.
What
Just
was
2 minutes
that?
remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
We get Myles Garrett off the line. Killing me. I mean, just freaking killing me. We get him. We finally get Garrett off the line, and we can't
And let's see what they've come up with
do
offensively
anything.
after having
You know?
time to talk it over. Here's Henderson.
We even get him to
And a
cover
good
a
gain
wide
here of
receiver.
9 from the 19 down to the 10.
When does Myles Garrett ever cover a wide receiver?
And the
Like
offense
it,
moving quickly
game
down.
or reality, doesn't matter.
They run once more with Henderson. And he'll be taken down,
Go again.
but he does have 1st down yardage.
51, Mike, 51.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
I'll take that.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Starting to really smell
Who
the
tipped
fourth.
that? Oh my God. Who is that, Richardson? Oh no, Godshaw. That's... Where's the tip at? Oh my God, I hit him in the head. Right? Am I just... Yeah, it... That's it. I dunked off his head. Awesome. What? And Theon's like, oh, well, you know what, I'm here. Thanks, bud. Getting him involved.
Yeah, can't ask for a better 1st quarter of the season than that.
and you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The kickoff
Hopefully I
team
can get
on
the ball
field
back.
now as they will send
Get
this
500
one
yards.
away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Miami defense. They make their way back onto the field. They are looking to preserve this shutout, so for them, a lot on the line.
A lot on the line,
Yeah,
a lot of pride that goes
both
into
ears
that.
in.
Because let's face it, when you've had that kind of a day, you do not
There we
want
go.
any type of a fluke play to end it.
God,
You're going to win
4
the game,
interceptions.
that's not the issue. But to have a clean ledger going into the locker room and
Twist
sitting
that.
in film
There we go.
next week, oh, that's
That makes you feel
satisfying.
good.
Oh, that's the way to do it.
They're looking to cradle that goose egg. Throwing it here on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I thought he was going to catch it.
Landry, the intended target.
Oh, hey, there is
Second
Jarvis.
down.
Yay,
So after the
Jarvis.
second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing, Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it.
Damn.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Trying to hit stick the ball out. Come on.
Obviously, this is not
Pitter patter.
throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 7 yards there and a first down.
Check 55, Mike.
One last shot for Mayfield here. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Oh, crap. I didn't even use timeouts to...
Here for the Miami Dolphins.
Damn.
And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton
There we
of spring
go.
in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Dolphins, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0.
Nope.
And
Yep,
they'll get
there we
another
go.
road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on
They
the
only
Bills.
had a catch for 0
Meanwhile,
yards.
for Cleveland, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And
Richie
they'll try to
James,
rebound
Russell
next week
Williams.
as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our
Gibson
entire
could
crew
be-
here
could-
at EA Sports, I'm
could be
Brandon
good.
Gooden.
If I
Saying
didn't-
so long, everybody.
I think if I can't keep Gesicki, then... I'll trade him away and... Yeah. Which I don't want to do. I want to be able to keep Gesicki, but... Might not be totally worth it if he's wanting an obnoxious contract or something. Can I please get Xavier Howard a frickin' X Factor? Oh, his catching just went up. Huh. Oh, I screwed up. Because, yep. Damn. Oh well. Okay, I'm gonna go next week. Try to re-sign Gesicki again. I think Jones. I think Josh Jones is up for contract. I think. Ooh, who got awards? Ooh. Gesicki, Baker. There we go. And Baker, I don't need you, bud. Okay. 87, 82, 81. Crap. Okay, well, Baker doesn't want to sign, which is... that's a bit of a problem. because Baker has 90 speed, and I need him more than I need Raekwon, so yeah. Yeah, linebacker and D-back. I don't need Terry, I don't need Christian Wilkins, because I can find a fat lineman and draft him. Ooh. I'd like to get Weaver an X Factor, but I would imagine his interceptions are the reason he didn't get an X Factor last year. I should have put Blades as someone I was focus training. Okay. There we go. Well, that is unfortunate. Well, thanks for watching. Be sure to watch the next video for week 5, and hopefully I can get Baker signed. I would really like to keep Baker because of his speed, but well, if I can't keep him, then I can't keep him. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Because at the end of the day, me keeping Baker at a manageable contract, yeah, Barnett, Raekwon, that's not expensive. That's not that bad. I'll probably keep him. Because me getting rid of him doesn't alleviate anything. My corners, Rowe, I could get rid of to save money. Rowe, and Clinton Dix, that would give me 12 million more. So there are options there. Benson, I mean, is he anything really? Yeah, I mean, I could keep him and develop him. Yeah, I just need to make up enough money. And I could, honestly, 12 between those two guys and another 12 from me getting rid of, what's his face? Thielen. That's 24. So, I mean, that's probably going to be about what my rookie class is worth. So, it's just going to take some work. It's going to take some work. It's going to take some math. And this is usually when, for me personally, that franchises get not old, but it becomes work. It's an actual, it's a lot of thinking, and it's a lot of, all right, cool, how do I take this square peg and fit it in a round hole and everything's fine, but it's fun. I like it. I enjoy doing it. Let me look at the stadium before I end this. I want to rebuild it. That would be something I think would be cool. But anyway, thank you for watching. Be sure to watch the next one for week 5 going against the Bills.